Go ahead and take 5 seconds to tell me down in the comment section, should we get a new Bleach video game and what type of a video game should it be? Hey, how's it hanging? It's your boy AZ Lazy Gaming, and today we're going to be talking about my idea of the perfect Bleach video game. So while we talk about this, we're going to be playing some Bleach Heat the Soul on the PSP. And the first idea that I have is absolutely no CACs for this Bleach video game. I know it's become like this new thing that all anime games want, you know, everyone to have their own created character and whatnot. And it's cool, but it wouldn't work for Bleach. And it wouldn't work because everyone would spend too much time trying to figure out the name of their Zanpakutos and what style it would be. There's too much variation and too much creation in the show. So if you've seen the show, you know that every Zanpakuto is special to the user. And so we've never seen any copy of Zanpakuto names or the person using it, you know. I play some Bleach games on Roblox and stuff like that, and on there you have to manually pick the name of your Zanpakuto, and you go through and you'll try to think of names and people have already picked them, and the game will tell you that there are no copies, no replicas, none of that. You have to be very creative, and that'll take too much time, and there are going to be too many players, and there's going to be too many copies for this to actually work. It should be just straight up arena fighter. I think Demon Slayer actually paved the way for sword fighting arena fighter games, actually. I'm sure there would be more depth to Bleach's version of an arena fighter with swords, seeing as we don't just have Soul Reapers, we have Quincy's who use bow and arrows. Hey, take a second and pause real quick. Hey you guys, Edit and AZ here, and I messed up. So my microphone came unplugged while I was recording, and I hadn't realized until I finished recording. So the rest of this video will be B-roll footage of me talking, and you'll be seeing my mouth moving down in the corner with the gameplay. Enjoy. So I left off talking about Quincy's, and what I was going to get into was the depth that we'd have for the game, seeing as most of the players in the game would be sword users, and Quincy's would be the special exception, seeing as they're the only players in the game who don't have swords. I mean, some of them do, like your Watch and other characters in the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War show if you haven't watched it already. I was going to talk about balancing and stuff like that, how they'd make it work, how they did pretty good in this game and the other 6 games to go along with this game. And speaking of this game and the series along with it, this is a Japan exclusive. These games were never released in America. We barely have any American Bleach games to begin with. I can't remember the last one I played. I think it was on like PlayStation 3. It never had a PlayStation 4 exclusive, and there's no talk of a PlayStation 5 exclusive. Maybe we'll see something once the 1000 Year Blood War arc has ended. So earlier I was talking about how I wanted to be a 3D arena fighter and how I think that would be the only way that it'll work. But I think you could go with a 2.5D fighter, and it'll have to be something very extreme like Dragon Ball FighterZ, where it could be an Evo game and it had a lot of combo depth, and it could be something like with a Guilty Gear engine. Be sure to let me know down in the comment section your ideas for a Bleach fighting game or an action RPG or even a regular RPG. I love to talk to you guys about it, and it's always great conversation for me to have, for me to build a connection with you guys. Whatever type of Bleach game they decide to make, if they decide to go the fighting route, I know for a fact that the fighting games better have a lot of characters. Like the roster better be stacked, seeing as we have so many archetypes in the show, like Soul Reapers, Quincy's, Arankars, Visors, Fullbringers, Bounce, and whatever Chad and Orihime are. I can't remember at the moment. Go ahead and let me know down in the comment section as well. The only thing I fear with these arena fighters and Bleach especially is the fact that they all have a lack of content. You kind of just play the story, go online, fight, and that's it. And that's fine, but you get bored of that, even though that's what most video games are. You play online, you play offline, you get bored, you move on to the next. And the only reason I don't really complain about that is because we usually get a nice handful of new anime games every year with the licenses that they have with Bandai Namco and the shows and stuff like that. Yes, on the other end of the spectrum, anime video games should be lasting longer and shouldn't be dying out as fast as they are, and they should have a longer lifespan. But the only way I can see this working for Bleach is if they do DLC character packs for characters that have already been in the show for a very long time. And you guys already know how I feel about giving out DLC for old content. But you guys do know the tactic and the new way to make longevity in the game is to have a lot of DLC packs. Alrighty, you guys, we're now at the end of the video, and if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and watch my playlist that I have of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. I haven't had enough videos made yet for me to make a whole playlist of anime video games, but that will soon come in the future. I hope you guys enjoy. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all all in the next vid. Peace.